Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze is sponsored by Movie Group, founder of the Dream Network channel. Learn more at dreamnetworkchannel.com.
I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
Welcome back to Desertwood Days, and I am your host, Kathy Blaze. Are you looking for a tip to spice up that special meal? Well, maybe our next guest, Rashaud Chef White, can help you with that. So let's welcome Rashaud Chef White. Hello there.
How you doing?
Good, good. Very nice to meet you. So, we're looking for some tips here today. Spice up that kitchen.
Yes, yes.
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good, good. I can't complain. Business is good. And,
Good.
it's getting better.
Good. Where are you from, Rashaud?
I'm from Phoenix.
Oh,
I'm born and raised. I'm a
I am
native.
too.
Yes.
Another native here on the show. So, how did you get into cooking?
It started out, it started out the usual backyard barbecues with the friends and family. And then me and my wife got together and we were up late one night and the Cordon Bleu commercial came on and she was like, babe, there you go. So the next morning I was in Scottsdale on their campus and I registered for school and it's been good since.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
See, listen to the woman. Our last guest, his woman was all over him too.
Yeah.
We have some good tips every now and then.
Yes.
That is
So-
awesome. That is
And
awesome.
it took me, I said, a year and a half and I learned a lot.
Okay.
I learned a lot.
So did you, were you one of those little ones in the kitchen when your mom was cooking and helping her out?
You know what? No, not at all. I actually, it grew on me a little bit. I used to just cook breakfast. So I didn't cook dinner. I cooked breakfast. And then my grandfather was from Louisiana, so I watched a lot of what he did. And I just took that and what my grandmother did and my mom and,
So
it turned out good.
So what's one of your favorite breakfast meals to cook?
I'm an omelet guy.
Omelet.
Yeah, I'm an omelet guy. So eggs, omelet, bacon, sausage, biscuits.
Oh, okay. And I saw some of your media that you brought. We're going to show a little bit on
Okay.
halftime.
Yes.
So you're a meat guy. You use a lot of meat. That's what I noticed.
I'm a steak guy. I
Okay.
like steak. I like meat. So that's what I try to. That's when my best is meat. So
Okay. So if you I'm sure you accommodate your customers, but do you do many vegetarian dishes or
yes.
dishes without meat?
Oh yeah. I actually meal prep. I do a lot of vegetarian meal prep.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then coming up, I have 6 kids that I'm gonna teach them how to do a vegetarian lasagna and make mozzarella sticks.
Oh.
So I also.
You know what? That is one of my favorites. Is vegetarian lasagna. I don't know what it is. It's just a different taste than the. I like meat
Yes.
lasagna, but I prefer vegetarian lasagna over meat.
Yeah, a lot of people prefer because then it's not a lot of work.
Right.
It's less work.
Well,
it's less time.
I'm not saying I cook it, but I like it.
Yes.
So, being a chef, you know what? Being a chef, that always seemed like, that's a big title. To me, it always seemed like a big title. That there was a lot of expectation.
It is, and they have this expectation that you're just gonna come in and, which we can make miracles, but then a lot of times a lot of people decide, well, I want this, I want that, and then you go in there and you fix it, and it's not really what they want because we eat with our eyes, so a lot of people see things and they were like, okay, I want that, but then on the other side, they don't know that you might not like it. It looks good, but you might not like it. So I try to make it to where it looks good and it's what they want, and I try to just give everybody what they want.
Right. So, Rashaud, for someone that wants to have that special evening and wants a special dish, something easy to cook, what easy to create, what would you suggest?
Depending on what type of the special moment it is, I would say
Let's
like
say what would Rashaud create?
like a seared salmon, asparagus, bacon wrapped asparagus, a baked potato, and like a butter sauce for the salmon. Something that's elegant but easy and not so time consuming.
Easy for Rashaud.
Yes.
Easy for
Yes.
Chef Rashaud.
Yes.
But I love salmon too.
Yes.
That sounds really yummy.
And normally, a lot of the people that their meals they won't like meat, lamb chop or steak, ribeye, something.
What kind of people? I don't want to say what kind of people. That doesn't sound nice. What type of people are you serving for who are your customers?
My customers are actually everybody. There's not anyone I shy away from. It's just a lot of people I make sure that this is what they're looking for. Because everyone wants a personal chef or a private chef, but like I tell them, I'm creating an atmosphere to where you're getting me, and I'm doing it just for you. It's not like when you go out to the restaurant and you pay for that $75 steak. I have a service fee that's included, and I give them a minimum of about 2 to 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
So I'm there, I set up, I cook, I set the plates out, I set the plates, and
So you do the whole thing.
Yes.
You do set the placement, the table, and everything. So do you come there in your chef uniform and everything?
Everything. You get the
You wear
full
the hat
chef
too?
experience. I don't wear the hat.
You wear the
Only if they ask, I'll wear the hat.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't had a lot of people ask about the hat. So I come with my chef jacket, my apron, and I bring my knife kit and everything and the groceries. And they can actually watch me and they can interact. I let them interact, which that way they can say they had a hand in creating their own. So
That's awesome. Can you tell us one of your most memorable moments? Let's say doing a private event or a special type event.
I have a lot of those.
A good one,
My memorable one was when I first started out. I started for Devin Booker. I was asked with another chef, which was actually Devin's chef, to help out, and it was one of those moments like I'm actually going to cook for Devin Booker. I didn't want to be overjoyed, but I didn't want to be. So we went in, and I mean, we cooked steaks and ribeyes. I think they were like 20 ounces. And
Y'all say he's a steak man. That's all he's talked about, pretty much, is steak.
Yeah, that was the most memorable, and it actually gave me a little bit of confidence knowing that if I was asked to help do this, then I must have something. So from there, I just rode that wave all the way through.
Wonderful. So, talking about steaks, there are so many different ways to cook a steak,
Yes.
what do you get asked more? How do you prepare your steaks? Do you get more medium well, rare? What do you
I get a more of medium steak is like I kind of push that towards when I do my steaks to people like medium, because you don't ever want a steak well done. It's just
do you ever get people ask you to do it well?
Yeah. And I don't I don't cook it all the way well done. I cook it to where as it's sitting, it's still cooking, and by the time they cut it and eat it, it's not too dry. So I try to make sure that.
So have you got someone to ask for a well done steak and then they get it and they complain because it's too dry?
No.
No.
My wife used to eat a well done steak, so now I'm like, no.
She don't need it anymore.
No, you're not eating a well done steak.
It is such a big difference in the taste of it.
And then I say a lot of my medium rare is majority of men.
Oh, okay.
The men, so
Okay, what do the women ask for?
They do more of like a medium well.
Oh, okay.
You know, a lot of women don't want to see any pink. So
Right.
I just
Well, you know what? Because a lot of us, we were brought up to cook it well, and
Yes.
we were brought up to cook a lot of things
well
well.
done. Yeah.
Or even vegetables. We were brought up to overcook
Overcook it.
vegetables and they being soft and mushy.
Yes.
And so we're learning a lot of things.
I don't cook anything all the way.
Mm.
Nothing's cooked all the way. It's cooked to where once it's sitting there and warm up, it cooks itself. So by the time it's time to eat, it's where you want
It's
it.
ready.
Yes.
So, Rashaud, where do you see yourself in 5 years with your business?
Oh, I actually see myself. I was wanting a food truck, but I think I do better with the personal chefing. So I want to push my personal chefing business. Hopefully, I'll have one of these NFL or NBA guys I'm cooking for within the next 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really what I'm pushing for.
Not
but
one of them, a few
of
of them.
them.
Yes.
So I got a couple people that I work with that help me out, and I'm hoping to push my business to where I can hire some people, and I'll have my own. Because my wife, she does custom cakes, so
okay.
I'm trying to figure out a plan to where we're both.
It's something you guys can do together.
Once I get my food truck, I implement her in my food truck with her desserts, and we take it as a team.
So you do want to do the food truck also?
Yes.
At some point.
At some point, but right now I want to push my business because I feel if I push my business and get started, I can actually help her out.
Okay.
That way.
I see there's a lot of food trucks around. It just seems like there's more than there ever was.
Yes.
What do you think was the push for this insurge of food trucks all of a sudden?
I'll say COVID.
COVID.
Yeah, with everybody at home, everybody sitting around, they have ideas, and people, started baking, started cooking, and then I think right now it's a self-employed market right now.
Okay.
So and it's everybody has to eat. Right. So no matter if your food is good, no matter where you're at, somebody's gonna come eat.
Right.
So I think that was the push, and people just see that it's enough money out there for everybody. So and Phoenix is expanding. We're getting more people here every month, every year. So and they're building more. So I think that's what pushed forward.
Right. I know we have a Super Bowl coming next year. So are you planning on taking part in that?
Actually, I don't do too much of like the Super Bowl. I just do I'll do the parties. I'll cater for the Super Bowl parties.
You stick to the personal type catering.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't have enough employees right now for me to push for that. Now, if I had my food truck or a trailer, then I would,
And that may be the special touch and the personalization may be your niche.
Yes.
I mean that you're supposed to do right now. You know what? Sometimes there's enough people going and do those event type things. So this may be where your bread and butter is right here.
Yes. So I try not to jump out of what's helping me right now. And everybody say you need to get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, I'll get out of my comfort zone when my comfort zone starts to slow down. As long as what I'm doing is working, then I don't see me jumping off of that wave to.
Right, I understand. So I know you brought some of your photos of some of your yummy dishes. Let's take a look at those.
Okay, this right here is my steak tips.
Oh, yummy.
With the gravy and omelet, broccoli and spinach, and then I just seared some red potatoes off.
Oh, okay.
And that was our morning breakfast at home.
What's on the potatoes?
Just some paprika, a little all seasoning, and some garlic powder.
Oh, okay.
And tossed in a little bit of butter and just seared in a skillet.
Okay. Does your wife and kids eat like this all the time?
Actually, me and my wife and my daughters eat like this. My two boys, they don't eat breakfast.
Oh, okay.
So they eat cereal and pancakes. They don't eat like that.
Okay.
And this is This is my Pinwheel. This was actually a meal we provided for Devin Booker. It's a pinwheel steak with onions and spinach with sweet potato mash.
Yummy. My favorite dish.
And then this right here, I went a little outside my box. This is an infused cheeseburger.
When you say infused, what do you mean by that?
THC infused. I did infused food for a couple months for some people, and this is what they were. This is one of the items they wanted on the menu. So it's
that's good.
Yeah.
That's a very nice looking burger.
And then this here is a infused salmon with the garlic butter, red mash, and broccoli.
That looks delicious.
And that right here was for a couple sorority sisters from Chicago. I did a ribeye, lobster tail, loaded baked potato with grilled zucchini.
Those sisters was eating good that day, weren't they?
And they also had mac and cheese off to the side. I just couldn't fit it onto the plate.
That was a lot of food.
Yes. What I do is I cook more of what you like. That way you can say you didn't get what you wanted.
Right.
So I let you come up with your menu, and then we price it from there.
Right.
And I just charge them my service fee to cook. Depending on what it is, it starts at $250. So
I love that you give them the option of choosing their own menu.
Yes.
And instead of you having to prepare, instead of having this prepared menu that everyone goes off of.
A lot of times people won't, if you have a prepared menu and they don't like it, they figure that they can't create their own menu. So I give you a list of options and you create your own menu.
I love that. So, Chef Rashaud White, I'd like you to give us one more tip. I'm having another special night, with my honey. So, what should I cook for him this weekend?
It just, it depends on the weather, and what he likes.
Okay, so he's not a meat eater really. He eats seafood, but not the steak and. So
he's more of like a fish, shrimp.
Yes.
Lobster tail?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's easy. You can do a scampi, shrimp scampi.
Okay.
With I said Parmesan red pepper sauce for the lobster tail.
Okay.
And then give him like either mac and cheese, or you can do like a loaded baked potato, which I suggest a lot with the loaded baked potato because it goes with everything.
Right.
And then you can give him like the seared veggies like the zucchini, squash, yellow and green. Or you can go with the, asparagus. I like asparagus, bacon wrapped asparagus.
Okay. Is there anything that you don't prefer?
No.
No. You pretty much cook anything?
I'll basically cook anything.
Okay.
Because me going to cooking school, we went over a lot of different cuisines, Mandarin, Indian. So I've learned
to cook different.
Yes.
Is there anything that even though you can cook it all, is there anything that you don't like cooking? There's just something about it that you don't like cooking?
It's more of like the Middle Eastern.
Okay.
Because I don't have too much of a niche for it, and they use a lot of fresh ingredients. So it's not that it's a hassle. It's just that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Okay.
It looks easy, but it's a lot of work.
But it's a lot of work.
Yes.
What is it that someone should always have in their cabinet for cooking? Now where things are really expensive, what is some of the items that we should have just to make? Rice,
beans. I said, if you got rice and beans and bread, you can basically create anything. It's just the little stuff that we normally take for granted, the rice and beans, the oatmeal and things like that. If you have that, then potatoes, you can basically, you can make a miracle out of.
If you think that those are the things that we always had in our households, our parents and grandparents always had too, big bags of rice and beans. Yeah.
And now I've gotten to the point where I never did Spam. My wife, she loves it. My daughter loves it. And I'm like, the canned meat, I just shied away from. But I think those are because the Spam mac and cheese, I mean, my kids,
I've never tried that.
well, my daughter jumps off the roof for it. So,
Really?
yeah.
So where can our audience find you?
I'm actually on Instagram at Chef White 77,
Okay.
and I'm on Facebook as Rashaud Chef White.
Okay.
And then I have my website, which is White Stars Catering.
Okay. Awesome.
So I'm around. I'm getting ready. My wife is helping me with my media and my marketing. So we're getting out there.
Wonderful. You
Yeah,
see, listen to your wife. Thank you for joining us today. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us today here on Desertwood Days, and we'll catch you next time.
Today's episode of Desertwood Days with Kathy Blaze was sponsored by Movie Group. Visit them at dreamnetworkchannel.com.